My home, your home. Once upon a time, there was a little mouse called Misty. He lived in the country. One day, he asked a little mouse called Mickey from the city to visit him. When Mickey arrived, they sat down for dinner. Misty gave him barley and cauliflower to eat. Mickey was surprised.
Really?
He said,
You do not eat well at all. You should see how I live. I have all sorts of fine things to eat every day. You must come to visit me. It is really very nice to live in the city.
Little Misty did just that. A few weeks later, he went to the city to visit his friend. Mickey took Misty to a cupboard. It was in the kitchen of the house where he lived. They climbed onto the lowest shelf. There, behind some stone jars, stood a big bag of brown sugar. Little Mickey gnawed a hole in the bag. Then he invited his friend to have some sugar. The two little mice nibbled and nibbled. Misty thought it was the most delicious thing he had ever eaten.
How lucky Mickey is,
he thought as he ate. Suddenly, the door opened with a bang. The cook, Mary, wanted to get some flour.
Run!
Whispered Mickey. They ran as fast as they could. They rushed into the little hole from where they had come in. Poor Misty was shaking all over. However, Mickey said,
That's nothing. She will soon go away. Then we can go back.
After the cook had gone away and shut the door, they stole softly back. This time Mickey had something new to show Misty. He took Misty into a corner on the top shelf. A big jar of raisins stood there, open. After much tugging and pulling, they got a large raisin out of the jar onto the shelf and began to nibble at it. This was even better than the brown sugar. Misty liked the taste so much that he ate it as fast as he could. All at once, they heard a scratching at the door and a sharp, loud meow.
What is that?
Asked Misty, alarmed. Mickey whispered.
Shh!
Then he ran as fast as he could to the hole. Misty ran after him. As soon as they were out of danger, Mickey said,
That was Bella, the old cat. She is the best mouser in town. If she catches you, you are lost. This is really terrible,
said Misty.
Let us not go back to the cupboard again. No,
said Mickey.
But I will take you to the cellar. There is something special there.
So Mickey took his little friend down the cellar stairs. They went into a big cupboard where there were many shelves. On the shelves were packets of butter and sugar. There were tins of grains and jams. Overhead hung bunches of onions, and there were spicy pickles in jars standing about. It smelled so good that it went to little Misty's head. He ran along the shelf and nibbled at some grain here and a bit of butter there, until he saw an especially rich, delicious-smelling piece of cheese on a funny little stand in a corner. He was just about to put his teeth into it when Mickey saw him.
Stop! Stop!
Cried Mickey.
That is a trap!
Misty stopped and said.
What is a trap? That thing is a trap,
said little Mickey.
The minute you touch the cheese with your teeth, something comes down on your head. Then you are dead.
Then little Misty looked at the trap, and he looked at the cheese, and he looked at Mickey.
If you will excuse me,
he said,
I think I'll go home. It's nice to have brown sugar, raisins and butter, but I don't want to be frightened to death all the time. I would rather have barley and cauliflower to eat and eat it in peace and comfort.
So Misty went back to his home, and there he stayed for the rest of his life.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.